Time now for your forewarned weather with Nate Larson.
All right, pretty cool. Pretty cool are these shots that came in from Great Salt Lake today. Scott Taylor out flying the drone. We had some of the cloud cover, a little bit of moisture, but there was definitely a break in some of the active conditions today. Another shot of Great Salt Lake showing off Salt Lake City as well. Brandon Bates out and about. A lot of people still enjoying their Saturday, right? The weather wasn't holding us back too much from getting out across the valley. Bountiful sunset as well, looking beautiful with some of the colors popping underneath the cloud cover there. Stars are out of the snow basin. We've seen some clearing skies. The high pressure ridge that's taking over will continue to keep us on the dry side of things. So we had a decent storm system heading into the weekend, a few inches of snowfall in our mountain areas today. Snowpack numbers are looking pretty great for northern Utah. In fact, we're well above average for many of our water basins. 105% of normal now for the state. Of course, still lacking a lot in southern Utah, but hey, 66% of normal compared to a couple weeks ago, we were 25% of normal, record low levels. We'll take some of the increase that we're seeing. Of course, drought still indicating that we are behind across those areas of southern and west central Utah. We've got 39% of the state in severe drought and still just 4% in extreme drought in in Washington and some portions of Iron County. Otherwise, we're doing okay, considering the time of year and how much snow we still have in our snowpack. Black Desert Sky Camera showing off some of the clouds that rolled through southern Utah today. Not a whole lot of moisture, if any, actually. No measurable rain for St. George. 70 degrees was the high. 70 in Lake Powell. Those are average high temperatures for this time of year. We were close to average, as I mentioned, up north. Tomorrow, we're going to increase our highs across the state. In fact, should be slightly above normal. Look at this climb, though. Upper 70s almost by Wednesday. Some models even going to 78, maybe 79. That's the record high temperature for Salt Lake City. We start to chip away at the temperatures. In fact, here's the front. You can see it move through Thursday into Friday, dropping back down below average. But we're going to get some late May feels in late March. So certainly well above average for the time of year, thanks to this ridge of high pressure that's shifting off towards the east. So any of the storm track coming in off the Pacific Ocean should stay to the north of us, help keep our skies clear. High pressure will continue to shift further east. It's that southwest component that really picks up Tuesday, Wednesday. That's going to drive our temperatures well above average. Southern Utah should have record highs. In fact, for St. George, possibly Tuesday and Wednesday, depending on how much cloud cover comes into play as far as limiting daytime heating on Wednesday. And another Clipper storm system. This is late Thursday into Friday, followed by potentially more active conditions into early next week. So the good news is the pattern should stay active after a break in precipitation for the first part of the work week. Upper 70s on Sunday, mid 80s on Monday. There's the upper 80s expected on Tuesday, 88 with a record of 87 from 2022. Record of 89 on Wednesday from 1986, forecasting 87 with some of the clouds moving in. Might not quite have double days of records, but at least Tuesday's looking promising. 74 on Friday, and then low 70s on Saturday. Pretty dry across southern Utah. It'll be up north. We'll have a better chance of seeing some showers, at least the northern half of the state. 59 on your Sunday, 65 on Monday, upper 60s Tuesday. We should see a big warm-up on Wednesday with 77. Record is 79. Mid-70s on Thursday. The winds are going to pick up. Windy on Friday as that storm system brushes through northern Utah, bringing valley rain, mountain snow, and a slight chance of showers continuing even on Saturday as well. Jordan?